All right, welcome back to art class. Today we're going to be doing a picture with Kandinsky. Kandinsky is an artist we actually worked with at the very beginning of kindergarten last year, and we're going to do a little bit more with him. He's known for some abstract pictures. One of them that we're focused on is his circles within circles. He did it in watercolor in several instances, and we're going to be kind of making our own version of that. And as you can see in our pictures, or the picture that I'm showing you, an example of his work. You are going to need a few items. You're going to need 2 pieces of paper for today. You're going to need a pencil. You may want to have an eraser if your eraser is no good. You're going to want to have some water. You're going to want to have a cup. I'm going to just use this paper cup because it's convenient. And you're going to want to have a brush and some watercolors. This could be done with markers, but since he did his in watercolors, we're going to do ours as watercolors as well. I'm going to put one of my sheets of paper off to the side real quick. And so what we're going to do, this first sheet is going to be almost, it's going to be a sunset basically. So we're going to do the ground, and what we're going to be making in the end is a tree that has these Kandinsky circles growing on the branches, but today we need to paint the background, so that's what our focus is today. And so I'm going to do the grass first, so that's going to be green. And remember, the watercolors, you add water to make them work. And you're going to want the grass to be at least as thick as your hand, okay? If you know you have little skinny fingers, you may want to use your thumb to add in some space, but my hand's pretty thick, so this gives me an idea of how tall the grass should be. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Okay, so there's my grass. Next, I am going to do a setting sun for our picture. So I'm going to need to do the yellow first, and it's going to be kind of a half circle. And I want to actually make it pretty big, so I'm going to make it even bigger than what I got. The reason for that is there will be this big tree in the picture, and it will be covering up part of the sun, so it'll be kind of important that the sun is pretty big on the ground there. Okay, so the next color in my sunset should be an orange. And I'm going to do kind of the same thing, as it's going to be so all this space here is going to be orange. Go right up to the edge of the sun there. Now, the colors may mix a little bit, especially if you're using the computer paper like I am. Computer paper is not the greatest thing to be doing watercolors on, but that's what a lot of us have at home, so that's what we're using. Watercolor paper is actually the best stuff. It's designed for watercolors, but it's kind of expensive. So my next color, logically, should be, if I got yellow, bright yellow for the sun, it's going to orange. If you're thinking about a sunset, it should go to red. All right, now I have a little space at the top, and since it is going to be nighttime, because it's sun setting, I'm going to go to purple. Purple would be the next kind of color you'd have to your sky. Okay, so this is our first part of it. This is the background for our picture. And what we're going to do with that is now we need to set that off to the side to dry. So I am going to set that way over here. And I need my next piece of paper. Okay. Next, this is where my pencil comes in handy. I'm going to need to draw 3 of these, the big circles from the cup. So I'm going to use the pencil to trace that. Now for mine, I can get about 3 going this way. I have to be really close to each other when I do it though. Okay, and I can get 1 more on there. So it kind of looks like a stoplight the way I have it nice and organized. Then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to use the smaller end, and I want 3 of those. Actually, I want 4 of these. And then we need little ones in between. So I need 4 or 5 of these little ones that you have to draw on your own. They are bigger than your thumb, so they have to make sure they're bigger than your thumb. And I want them to be about the same size. That's 4, I'm going to put 5. Okay. Next, we're going to paint these circles. Now, these circles can be any color. Brown and black, probably not great choices. We want this to be colorful. So you're going to pick, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, one of those colors. And since I haven't used blue yet, I think that's going to be one of the first ones I use. Now we have more circles than we do colors, so you're going to have to repeat some of your colors. Okay. Oops. Okay, next. This is where we need to leave it for today. These are going to be our circles. We're going to stack our circles on top of each other, but these 2 papers have to dry. And then next week we're going to add our tree, and then we'll add our leafy areas. That's kind of what this is going to be. All right. So take a picture of the 2 things painted for me, upload it to Google Seesaw for me, and I will see you next week.